And you know, right off the bat, we want to give a shout out to everybody up in the comment section. Shout out to Rashad Miller. Shout out to DeMarcus Belton.
Yes, sir. Shout out.
Shout out to Pancova.
Yes, sir. Dog Pound Johnson watching. Hey, that's my man, Dog. What's happening with you?
Yo, shout out to Losey Los
Yes,
and
sir.
everybody in the comments, man.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have a great show today.
Okay.
We're going to talk about a lot of things. This is Funkmaster Flex's Top MCs Alive list.
Okay.
And at the top of the description, he says he based this on skill level, bars, body of work, and impact.
I listen, that's it. Right now. Let's go.
And right off the top of my head, I have no problems with the criteria in which he's listing these MCs.
That's a great criteria.
I think he got that part of it correct.
Yeah.
So let's unpack it, okay?
Let's unpack it. Let's do it.
At number 1, he has Jay-Z.
Agreed.
Number 2, he has Andre 3000 at number 2. Number 3, he has Nas. Number 4, he has Rakim. Number 5, he has Drake. And in quotation marks, he has questionable pen. Number 6, he has J. Cole. Number 7, he has Kendrick Lamar. Number 8 is Pusha T. Number 9 is Jadakiss. Number 10 is Black Thought. Number 11, KRS-One. Number 12, Slick Rick. 13 is Lil Wayne. 14 is LL Cool J.
Yep.
Number 15 is Eminem. 16, 50 Cent. 17, Kanye West. And once again, in quotation marks, questionable pen. Number 18, he has Styles P. Number 19, he has Mace. Number 20, Big Daddy Kane. 21, Cameron. 22, Busta Rhymes. 23, Fabulous. 24, Redman. And 25, he has Remy Ma.
What? No T.I.? No Rick Ross? No Scarface? Not any of those people? Oh, no. Yeah, I listen. Boy, listen. We may just agree tonight.
So, with that being said, right?
Oh, man.
Let's just focus on the list first, right? And let's just, for the sake of argument, let's go along with his list. Right? Even with his list, I think the order of this list is not correct. Even with his list.
Way out of order.
Andre 3000, this is the first name that I have an issue with. Andre 3000.
Right. He's not in front of Nas.
I love Andre 3000.
Heck of a guy.
He's an incredible MC.
Very artistic.
Now, this is based on Funkmaster Flex's criteria. Skill level, bars, body of work, and impact, right?
Right. We all agree that that's a great criteria, right?
Andre 3000 does not even have a solo album to his name. Just for that reason alone, number 2 is pretty high for him. What y'all think in the comments? Like, what I'm saying, Andre 3000 at number 2 on this list. Number 2. I would strongly disagree with putting him at number 2.
Well, let me just say this, bro. I definitely agree with you on that as well, because the moment you said that, I was in like, I don't know, that, listen, that can't happen. See, a list like that can't happen. See, this is why we have to choose a panel to create a list like this. Even the panel will be biased in some form. But Andre 3000 at number 2 before Nas.
It's ridiculous.
Listen, before Scarface, before T.I., I don't understand. I can't, before Rick Ross or Snoop Dogg look.
Now, Andre 3000,
he's dope.
Excels at skill level and bars.
Right.
And maybe impact.
No, with who?
it's a lot of these young rappers who weirdos, man.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And Andre 3000 definitely was, you know, kind of on that, you know, that weirdo stuff. But he was highly skilled and an incredible MC. But him being at number 2, an artist who doesn't even have a solo album, to his credit.
Flex was drunk when he wrote that. When he did
That's ridiculous.
He was drunk when he did that, bro.
Number 2, him being that high is ridiculous.
So where do you see him? What do you see? Number 2, where if it was top 25, would you even place Dre in 25? And if so, where?
I wouldn't, but let's unpack.
You wouldn't do it?
But my criteria would be a little bit different.
Okay, let's finish doing what we.
Because if I'm doing a ranking system, I think Andre 3000 benefits more by being a part of the crew Outkast. I think Outkast as a duo, I wouldn't have no problem with like, because I'm gonna look at it like I wouldn't even just do MCs like that. I would just say artists,
right? Artists,
and which that would include groups and everything.
Yeah.
So I think Outkast as a group,
yes.
If you had them in your top 10, I would not have a
definitely
problem
a
with
super
it.
group.
But Andre 3000 by himself as a solo artist
can't be number 2.
Don't have a solo album to his name. I have an issue with that. So that's the first name I have an issue with. Mm-hmm. Then at number 3, he has Nas. He has Rakim, right?
Rakim at number 4.
So it's like when you start doing these lists, really the top 15 is kind of like, you know, pick your poison, what you like, what floats your boat. So the order of this don't really bother me. It's more like certain names that I feel like shouldn't be there.
They're just in there.
Okay, so at 3 he has Nas. Number 4 he has Rakim. Right. At number 5 he has Drake, which is another name I have an issue with because, and in quotation mark, he himself, Funkmaster Flex says, questionable opinions. Which means...
Hold up. Let me add... Now, when you say questionable opinion, you mean that it's possible somebody could be writing for him, right?
Somebody was writing for him. And I'm not saying that they wrote everything, but he has had writers.
But you can't... So, can you be an MC with somebody writing for you? Like, can you be one of the dopest? You can't be considered a GOAT or top 10 or top 15 if someone's writing?
For me personally, now this is just my opinion because I come from the true school of hip hop, right?
Right.
You can't have a ghostwriter.
Okay. All right.
Point blank, period.
I gotta ask.
End the story. That would, like, you know what I'm saying, certain things in hip hop.
Right.
Now, if you're just talking about music and artists, right? I would hold Drake right up there with your Michael Jacksons and your Ushers. I think he has done that much work.
He has.
But we not talking about artistry. We talking about hip hop.
Authenticity.
Hip hop is the what we're talking about here. We're not talking about artists. So for me, Drake would not make my list.
Not okay. Well, I mean, look, that's your list. You could. Okay. I mean, now who we have next though?
So that's the next name. Was Drake. Okay. Number 6, J. Cole. I like J. Cole.
I love him.
But there are several names, even on this list, that it would be hard for me to put J. Cole in front of Black Thought, KRS-One, Slick Rick, LL.
Why not? Well, I wouldn't say LL.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, those names, yeah.
I don't think J. Cole has surpassed those guys in the pantheon of hip hop.
No, he hasn't. Not no Big Daddy Kane.
And J. Cole is dope.
Or no Slick Rick. Yeah, he is.
J. Cole is dope, but like, you gotta understand, these dudes, they have defining moments. J. Cole's defining moments aren't, I would say, Forest Hill Drive was a very dope album to me. I like it. I still play that to this day. But most of the time, J. Cole is a bit of a snore fest for me. Like, he puts me to sleep at times.
Really?
Yeah. And I like J. Cole.
J. Cole?
But
well, sometimes, I guess he do have those certain albums that you will listen to and you'll be like, God, that wasn't his greatest work. He could have done a little better.
And I'm not dissing J. Cole. I like J. Cole. But, like, once again, I don't think he has surpassed your KRS-Ones, your Slick Ricks, and your, you know what I'm saying? Certain people.
Right. But see, look, I do see it like you. But some other things I see, like some of the artists, like Black Thought, you mentioned. Black Thought is a heck of a guy. Well, you know what? He got to put him up there. I will put him right now because he from Philly, right? What's the group? The Roots. And they're authentic. You know what? I will agree with that. I won't even go against Black Thought because his body of work and what he contributed, his impact on hip hop is like, you know, crazy. But yeah, some of the names that's up there, I couldn't put J. Cole way ahead. I don't know if I can put J. Cole ahead of Pusha T.
And which leads us to the next name. Kendrick Lamar is at number 7.
They can't be though.
Kendrick Lamar, once again, I love Kendrick Lamar. I think he's an incredible artist. I think he has made. Matter of fact, I'll go on record and say if I was ranking these guys, right, I personally would rank Kendrick Lamar ahead of J. Cole. I would. And it's just based on...
He don't have an album. J. Cole has an album that you can say...
You talking about Kendrick Lamar don't have an album?
I never liked the whole entire album. I can't ride to
You didn't like Good Kid, Mad City?
It was okay. I can't ride to
Good Kid, Mad City was... To me, Forest Hill Drive and Good Kid, Mad City, they are...
I'm gonna choose Forest Hill Drive.
And then the one he had after that, Damn. Like, Kendrick Lamar, to his credit, has been, I think, more influential than J. Cole.
Now, I agree with that.
So, with that being said, man, I would personally rank Kendrick Lamar ahead of J. Cole. But once again, that's like choosing Nas or Jay-Z or choosing Rakim or Big Daddy Kane.
I give you that one. That's a compelling argument to make.
But I don't think those guys have had the same impact as your KRS-Ones and your
Big Daddy Kane.
Your Big Daddy Kanes and your Slick Rick. Like, I don't think...
Right.
I love those guys, but I just can't rank those dudes in front of the other guys. That's
agree.
just me.
And I'm pretty much everybody probably going to agree with that.
And at number 8, Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Once again, he's another one where it's like, where is the defining moment that will never be forgotten, that's going to live in hip-hop lore? It's not saying these dudes are not talented. They are very talented. But the 80s and the 90s MCs,
right,
their legacy is so big.
It's so impactful.
Right. That it's hard for me to put a Pusha T in front of a KRS-One.
And that is, you are correct with that.
It's hard for me to put J. Cole in front of Slick Rick or Cool G Rap.
He just disrespected hip-hop with this list for real, really though.
Now that's just me. But moving right along, at number 9, our favorite.
Who that?
Jadakiss.
Look, you know what? I don't want to talk about Jadakiss tonight, bro.
I love Jadakiss. I you know what I'm saying, cut up with the Jadakiss thing sometimes.
Let that go, bro.
The top 5 Dead or Alive, I think, is pretty ridiculous. Because once again, and Jadakiss fits in that same criteria as Drake,
I think he holds
Kendrick
on to
Lamar,
big
J. Cole. I don't think Jadakiss has a defining album. I don't think he has...
No, he doesn't.
Once again, I don't think he has impacted the culture the way the Rakims and your Cool G Raps in there. He just hasn't.
He hasn't. No, he hasn't.
So for those reasons, I would not put Jadakiss in my top 10.
Right. Incredible records, but he doesn't have, the top 10.
Number 9, Jadakiss. I don't agree with that. Number 10, Black Thought. You were just talking about Black Thought a little bit earlier. What are your thoughts on Black Thought being at number 10?
You know what? I wouldn't even. You know what I would argue? Black Thought. I just, when I think of him, I think of the Roots.
Right.
So I think that should disqualify him. No, I mean, I'm talking about Black Thought. Even though he made records, but they always did it as a group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were.
Well, not exactly. In recent years, Black Thought has released a slew of solo projects.
And I've seen him at least release some solo projects, but when you think of him, it's the Roots because that's where he made his bread and butter. That's where his name came from.
But even that, I would challenge you on that by saying Black Thought, even though he was a part of the Roots,
right?
He was indeed the facto.
He was the facto
MC.
He was
in that group, and it wasn't even questionable.
Well, let me say this: he belonged in the top 25 because I believe that the Roots. Because listen, I see it a little bit different sometimes because the Roots, even though you can hear the Roots as a group, you're always going to say Black Thought because he was the MC.
Right.
But Black Thought, his contribution, along with the Roots and them together, man, what they brought to hip hop. I mean, live bands during hip hop. I mean, you know, that was like it was great to hear.
And number 10, Black Thought. Black Thought excels at skill level and bars.
Yeah, he does, but he don't have an impact.
He is one of he's on a short list of mine as the most incredible MCs I ever heard.
Right.
The dude is amazing.
Right.
Lyrically.
He is though.
He's I would say Black Thought is a perfectionist. He's very I don't know the word. He's always dope.
He is.
He never wastes a line.
But what about impact? What do you think about his impact?
I think his impact is starting to grow. Ever since he did the freestyle on Funkmaster Flex,
okay,
which is indeed a lot of people say it's the greatest freestyle ever done. I'm not mad at that. I think it was amazing. But I think since that freestyle, his legend is actually growing day by day.
Yeah.
I see a lot more mentions of Black Thought than I used to. And I was somebody who years ago, I'm talking about in the 90s and in the early 2000s, I was the one that was like, yo, Black Thought. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude Black Thought is amazing. Yeah. But I see that a lot more now. And matter of fact, I think if Funkmaster Flex would have did this list in the early 2000s, Black Thought probably would not have been on it.
I don't think so either.
But he would have been on mine, but I don't think he would have made Funkmaster Flexes at that particular time.
Right. So who we got next? What we got?
At number 11, we have KRS-One.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Number 12, he has Slick Rick.
No problem.
Number 13, Lil Wayne.
He can't come before LL Cool J. He cannot come.
I agree.
Listen, now I'm gonna say this, man, because look, I know I'm always the good guy, and I'm always the, you know what I mean? And look, today, I can't play the good guy between Lil Wayne and LL. And I know people may talk trash to me about this. I can't put, LL has made albums. He never made how many platinum albums? 10? I don't know. LL has done what most rappers dream to do.
And Lil Wayne had his, you know what I'm saying, to play devil's advocate to you. Lil Wayne definitely had his run. I personally wasn't a huge fan of Lil Wayne, but I liked a lot of his music, and I think he was somebody that I saw as a kid get better and better and better.
He did, and he had an impact
to the point where he perfected his style of music.
Right.
I think he brought a different energy to Southern
hip hop.
He did, and created a lane and was very influential. Based on the criteria in which Funkmaster Flex makes this list, skill level, bars, body of work, and impact, I think from an impact level, I think Lil Wayne. I don't have a problem seeing Lil Wayne
on the top 25.
In the top 25.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem.
He wouldn't make mine, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't have an issue.
I think he would make yours.
No, he wouldn't make mine.
I think he would.
Because I'm basing mine on something entirely different. Like, you know, it's not, I don't have the same criteria. So Lil Wayne would not make mine.
I think he would fit that criteria.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't fit mine because there are MCs that people never heard of that would make mines, or people who don't, like MCs that don't get a lot of attention.
Right.
Like your Big L's, like your OCs, like your AGs.
So you would put Big L before? I like Big L. You know, I'd be the
Would I put Big L before Lil Wayne? Yes, I would. But that's just me. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we talking impact. Well, you ain't putting that in yours, in your categories. How do you
like? You know what I'm saying? Like as far as mainstream go, I don't care. Like that does not matter to me. So, but I'm just saying, like when I see people list, I know that's a part of the criteria. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they say impact, they looking at the amount of records these people sold, and you know what I'm saying? All these different little nuances, but Lil Wayne would not make my top 25,
okay,
but I have no problem when I see it because I know why people are putting them there.
Okay, let's get it.
Number 14, LL Cool J.
I don't mind seeing him on the list.
LL Cool J deserves to. LL is the guy. He's the legend.
He's the GOAT.
He's one of the GOATs.
One of the GOATs.
So LL makes sense.
Yep.
Number 15, my main man, Eminem.
He didn't make your top 25 at all.
Eminem is a very
Be careful.
He's a very
Be careful.
What's the word? He's very interesting when it comes to, because I like taking shots at the stands every chance I get. I love it. It's liberating. It feels good to
say it. Is he on your top 25 or not?
Eminem does not make my top 25.
That's all I want to hear. I want to hear the stands.
Does he make your top 25?
Absolutely not.
But once again, just like Lil Wayne, I understand why people put him there.
Well, right now, hold on. Right now, alive, we talking alive rappers, MCs right now. Eminem will be in top 25.
Let's see. Skill level, he excels. Bars, he excels. Body of work and impact. I think Eminem fits all of this criteria.
Right now, he'll be in top 25.
Even though I may not agree with it.
You just don't like the idea of him, like it seems like he's hijacking hip hop.
I don't like the way the media makes him out to be the greatest of all time.
And you feel like it's a hijack to hip hop.
It is hijacking hip hop. It's culture. The culture vultures want to make Eminem the GOAT.
He's
the same way they make Elvis the greatest, the king of rock and roll. No. They trying to do that with Eminem, but people like me, we not gonna let it happen.
No, we're not going for that.
Number 16, 50 Cent. Now, me personally, if I was doing my ranking system, 50 Cent would come before Eminem, not because he's a better rapper, it's because his catalog is better.
It is.
Point blank, period, in the story. I'd rather listen to 50 Cent any day before Eminem.
Right.
But that's just me.
No, that's a lot of people.
And the people that don't even listen to Eminem, but listen to 50 Cent every day, I want to give a shout out to y'all because it makes no sense that y'all do that.
Hey, look,
like, you don't even listen to... There are people who don't even listen to this man's music. That rank him above a lot of people.
This is why you're the bad guy. You just sat in the camera and told these people, listen, look, you're a terrible guy, bro.
I'm not terrible. I just tell the truth.
You definitely told the truth.
Because I don't judge these MCs on that criteria. People like putting a number on these MCs.
Well, record sold don't make you the greatest.
Record sales mean nothing to me.
It don't make you the greatest.
I want to hear good music. Period.
I think a lot of music out there is good. Listen, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna tell you another thing that I hate too. I hate hearing dope MCs over whack beats. That drives me crazy. I personally would rather hear a dope beat
with a whack rapper.
Than a dope MC who got incredible bars. Oh, he killing it, but the music is terrible. I can't take it.
So you don't want to hear Nas with this bad production?
I can't hear. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you name. If the beats don't move me, I can't take it.
But you know what? See, and that's what this right here is about. Because listen, the production of music. The music is actually what grooves you. You know what I'm saying? You remember I used to say
these dudes, and it's getting to a point where they're giving people extra credit for being incredible MCs, but they albums be trash.
Yeah, but that production is everything.
And it's like, yo, you heard what he said? No, nigga, I can't hear what he said because I can't get past that terrible production.
Well, I mean, that happens in hip hop. That happens. You're not gonna have a whole.
If you want me to be a hardcore fan, if you want me, your beats better be right. But moving right along.
Okay, let's move it. Let's push.
Okay, at number 17, Kanye West with the quotation marks questionable pen, which means he had a ghostwriter For me, that's an automatic disqualification.
He's disqualified.
But I know people feel differently.
He's
you know what I'm
disqualified.
saying? Some people feel like that doesn't matter. I even heard somebody say,
authenticity matters.
They say they do it in R&B.
Authenticity matters. I'm not saying you can't do it in hip hop, but you can't be considered as top 10, top 25
No, you can't do it in hip hop. That's not hip hop. That's some rap music
it's
stuff.
Authenticity.
If you're not original, if you're not writing your own
Right.
bars,
Exactly.
I can't take you serious as an MC.
And you shouldn't be doing versus battles.
Everybody's different. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I agree.
I personally can't do it. But I will say this about Kanye West. I think he has some... His first 3 albums are dope to me.
They dope. His album's good. Good.
If I didn't find out about his pen, right, I wouldn't have no issue with him being here. But
Right.
it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Even going back to his early days, Jesus Walks and all of that stuff from his first album. He even had writers then.
He got great hits, but we both agree he disqualified for the ghostwriting thing.
So Kanye West definitely wouldn't make my list.
Right.
Number 18.
18.
Styles P. I like Styles P.
I like him, but
Me personally, I would rank Styles P above Jadakiss.
Man, come on, man, stop it, bro.
I would. I think.
I don't know why you be doing that, bro.
See, his catalog is better.
What you talking about? The Gangsta and the Gentleman, that album? Which album?
Styles P catalog is better than Jadakiss.
Man, stop it.
So for me,
Stop it.
if I was ranking the locks, even though I know Jadakiss is the Michael Jackson of the locks,
You talking about you ranking Styles P?
I would.
Man, you know what, man? You gotta stop this, bro.
I would.
See, you go
Styles
mad.
P.
You go mad sometimes.
No, it's the fact that the catalogs. It's the catalogs.
Right, and Jada's.
I think Styles P's catalog is better than Jadakiss's catalog. I would say if I wanted a feature, I would go get Jadakiss. But if I'm just like, choosing whose catalog I'm gonna listen to on a ride to Florida from here, from Raleigh, and I gotta choose between Jadakiss and Styles P, I'm choose Styles P.
You know what, bro? For real.
That's just me.
Yeah, like
I'm choosing Styles P over Jadakiss.
Yeah, I know. I already know. Yeah.
Okay, so moving right along.
Let's get it.
Mace at number 19 is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even understand the logic behind that pick. But once again, this is Funkmaster Flex.
You don't believe he belonged on the top 25 or it's too late?
Hell no.
Okay, all right.
Matter of fact, seeing Mace's name there pisses me off. Like,
why?
Mace?
I mean, but I'm just trying to understand why, because he had an impact.
Mace had one album that people really remember.
But do you agree that people remember who Mace is? If his songs come on in the club, would it be relevant?
Yeah, they remember.
Okay,
and
but that's
they
what I'm
might
saying.
start doing the Diddy dance and all of that. Like, you know what I mean?
But
at the end of the day, Mace over Big Daddy Kane?
No, not over Big Daddy
It's
Kane.
absolutely, it's nuts. I don't even know if Mace would make my top 100.
I don't know, man.
Mace?
Stop that.
When is the last time you played Mace?
It's been a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Nobody.
played Big Daddy Kane recently, though.
Listen, nobody has played Mace since 1998, 97 to 98.
It's been a long time.
He got one album that's worth mentioning. I'm not even gonna call it a classic. We gonna just say it's worth mentioning. Why is his name here? What has Mace done besides make headlines over him preaching and not preaching and his issues with Jim Jones and
Cameron?
Musically?
Yeah.
What has Mace done? Skill level, bars, body of work, impact is the criteria. Why is Mace here?
Okay, but Mace is here.
Why?
Mace is he has an impact. He had an impact. He had an impact. You cannot say he didn't have an impact.
I'm not saying he didn't have an impact.
Okay, now let me finish. What's the criteria? What is the criteria? He had an impact. He had sales. He had influence. I mean, what you saying? He don't have a body of work?
He don't have a body of work. His skill level
is.
I feel like I'm a better rapper than Mace. I'ma just say it.
I feel like. Look, I don't know, bro. Look, I'm not gonna go there with you tonight.
Me and you was rhyming before
the show
started.
Right. You was doing.
Do
your
you
thing.
think Just off of that little bit I gave.
I listened to you before I listened to Mace.
Thank you. And I'm a regular dude. I'm a regular dude, and my man here just said it live on the air. He would listen to me before he listened to Mace.
Because I like your production as well.
So why is Mace on this list? So moving right along, because that's disrespectful to hip hop. They even have Mace in this list. Number 20, Big Daddy Kane. I'm glad Big Daddy Kane is on the list. Yeah, number 20 is really low for the Kane.
Yeah, it is.
Point blank, period.
I agree.
Putting Mace before Kane, Funkmaster Flex should be kidnapped.
Okay,
and put in a van and driven to Mexico or whatever. Okay. Number 21, Cameron.
That's iffy.
I would rank Cameron before Mace. Yeah. If I'm just in my pantheon of hip hop,
he got a bigger body of work.
Like really, like Mace, like I just don't get that. Cameron, once again, somebody that you know,
I could do that.
I think Cameron had a big impact. I think the Dipset movement was a big impact.
It was.
But at the same time, I think what I enjoyed about Dipset the most was diplomatic immunity.
Yes,
the
sir.
first one.
I love that.
If I had to give them a classic, I would give them that.
The Purple Haze by Cameron.
Cameron has a cult following.
What? Like you?
I don't have a cult, sir. I don't even know what a cult is.
You should be crucified.
Like what? Yo,
you have a cult.
I love that R. Kelly quote where he said, "I don't even know what a cult is. I just know I don't have one." But I don't have a cult, E. But Cameron does.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes at number 22 to me is a little low, but I'm glad to see his name here.
On the list, right?
Fabulous.
I don't know if it's the top 25. I don't like his album. Some of his. Listen, he got great hits, of course. He just don't have that album. He's not on top 25.
And then Redman is at number 24.
I'm glad to see him on the list.
Redman deserves a spot on the list as well.
Right.
And 25, Remy Ma.
That's crazy.
That's just, and no disrespect to Remy Ma. She actually has songs that I like. I think she's an incredible female artist. She got bars.
Right.
But there is no way in hell that I'm putting Remy Ma
above MC Lyte.
Before MC Lyte.
Queen Latifah. Yes, sir.
Little Kim. Right. Foxy Brown.
Right, exactly.
And I like Remy Ma, but there have been a whole, even Rhapsody, I would rank above Remy Ma. But that's just me.
Rhapsody dope.